Hello everybody, Assassinator back with another achievement guide. This time it is for the game called The Dead Tree of Ranchiuna. Now I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but hopefully I did. It does have an MSRP of $9.99. It was developed by East Asia Soft along with Bodur. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. And it was published by East Asia Soft, who gave me a review copy of this game. Now this game is a walking simulator. It will take you anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete it. It has 12 achievements, 1,000 gamer score, and I don't believe you can miss any of the achievements. I had no problems with it. It's walking from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, plus a little bit more just to finish off that last achievement. So basically what I'm going to do in this guide is I'm not going to go in and play the full hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours of footage for you to kind of follow along there. I'm going to give you pointers because there are a couple of spots where you can, I guess, get lost. There are a couple of puzzles in there. So I'll go ahead and give you basically the gist of it. So let's begin. So as soon as you get control of your character, you want to push the Y button so you continuously walk and you don't have to push the stick forward. Then you want to go ahead and push the left stick button in, and that'll make it where you get a jog on. And then all you have to do now is steer and look around with the right stick. So from here, all you have to do now is just follow the path to the town. So as soon as you get to the town or village, you'll end up getting your first achievement for basically making it home. I guess this is your hometown here. And there's going to be 5 houses that you need to visit because you're going to end up getting kind of like some spirit memories from it. And so I'm going to go ahead and speed this up at about 2 times so that it won't take you too long to actually see which houses you have to visit. Once you visit your 5th house, you will get another achievement and then a cutscene.
Oh, hi, Andre. It's good to see you. How come you're back? Things didn't work out for me in Bucharest. I decided to return home. I just arrived and wanted to stop by and say hi. Hi. I'm visiting all my old friends. We'll talk again soon. Who is it? Who's there? It's me, Andre. I'm home. Oh, hi, Andre. Good to see you again. What brings you back here? Well, city life was a little hard for me. I decided it's best to come back home and live out the rest of my life in the village I love. Good, good. A smart decision. City people can be hard-hearted and cruel. It is impossible for people like us to understand them. Why don't you come into my power tool? Thank you, Vasile. I will soon. I really want to see Danielle first. She'll be so pleased to see you. Catch you later. Later, Vasile. Daniela! Andre! It's been too long. You're telling me? How are you? It must be strange being back in our small village after life in a big city. Not strange at all. It's just great. I feel great. And the best part, I can be closer to you. Why don't we go for a little walk? Sounds sweet. Let's do it.
So after the cutscene, you're going to go ahead and head to the front of the town where you had entered the town, and you're going to go ahead and hang a right and follow that path until you get to the first door. And now here is going to be the very first puzzle. So approach the switches, and you're going to go ahead and hit the far right one and then the middle one. And then that will go ahead and open up the gate, and you'll get another achievement. Now continue down the path. Once you get teleported to the bedroom, you're going to want to go to the nightstand right next to the white door and go ahead and grab the key. Then go to the metal looking door, the gray one, and go ahead and get yourself out of there. Then again, you'll continue down the path. As you continue down your path, you'll eventually pop the achievement at the waterfall. At that point, you're going to go ahead and watch out for the cabin. Once you get to the cabin, make sure to hang a right and kind of follow that path around until the cutscene ends up activating.
have a question for you.
Shoot.
But please, be honest when you answer.
Okay.
Would you still want to be with me if I were very ugly?
Yeah, I suppose.
But I mean, really, really ugly.
How ugly is that exactly?
So it would be a question of how ugly I was.
As soon as you've activated the cutscene, make sure to go ahead and watch it and pay attention to where the pinkish red cloud goes. That's going to be the path that you want to take. If you end up here at the creek with the doves in it, then you've went a little bit too far. You're going to want to go ahead and turn around and go ahead and make a right, as you can see on screen. And then just follow that path. Now there's going to be a tricky area which I'll tell you about soon. As soon as you get to the split in the road, you're going to end up seeing a cabin on top of that hill. You're going to want to go ahead and make a left. Now go ahead and stay against the left wall as you walk, because there's going to end up being a spot that you end up needing to go out from. And if not, you're just going to go around in circles. So as soon as you come up to the area that has the stone wall, go ahead and walk over to that. And you're going to want to look at the, I guess, dead tree. It's kind of like a log sticking out of the ground. And that you can interact with. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to punch that and knock it over. Then go ahead and walk over that to the next area to continue to the next gate with the next puzzle. Now once you make it to the gate, the next puzzle key is hitting the second switch from the left, then the third, then the fourth, and that'll go ahead and open the gate. And again, you're going to continue walking down this path. Now after some travel time, you're going to go ahead and, find more of those spirit story parts. You're going to come across this big tree. Obviously, in order to make it over this river, you got to walk along its roots. And then again, continue down this path. And a short while later, you're going to get this cutscene. All you have to do is watch it, and then again, continue on your path. Now once you get to this section that has the spirit clouds, you're going to go right ahead and just follow them. As soon as that ends, keep on walking and you'll end up getting to the edge of the cliff. Once you get there, go ahead and walk right off and you'll appear on an elephant and continue your journey. So hopefully your character got some rest, because it's about time that you dismount your elephant and you go ahead and start walking again. So once you get into the caves, you're going to end up coming to this area where the only way to cross is if you walk along the beams. Make sure to take your time because you do not want to fall. I actually don't know if you can even fall, but I didn't chance it. I took my time, I walked across them, and as soon as you get done with this one, you're going to end up walking into another cave, and you're going to have to do the same exact thing. Walk across these beams. Now we've got into another gate where you have to hit the switches again. Go ahead and start with the first one, the third one, and then the second one. And that'll go ahead and open the gate for you. So next up, you'll end up getting another memory, basically a mini game, where you have to find and light every candle in the room. You'll know once you've lit them all, because then you'll end up getting taken into this dark void that just has a bunch of doors, and the door you need to walk through is the one with the two candles, one on each side.
What did he mean?
So the next section would be the dock area, and as you can see, I walk along these docks Overall, they're pretty simple. I hit a dead end, but that was only because I wanted to see what was down there. Obviously, nothing. So just follow the path. You can kind of follow along what I'm doing if you kind of, I guess, get lost in it. But overall, very easy. And you're going to want to follow this to the end, where you're going to end up finding the crank on the rock. Now, once you find the crank on the rock, obviously you're going to take that crank back. You're going to go ahead and put it into the system so that you can go ahead and put down the bridge so you can finish making it onto land. Shortly after that, you're going to end up getting taken into a cutscene, which you can't do anything. All you have to do is watch it. It's going to show a toilet, then take you back to the walk. Next, you're going to come into this dead end, which will kind of trigger those clouds, those spirit clouds again. Now, I say spirit clouds, they're actually supposed to be your friends, but if you kind of go off the story, you'll kind of know who they actually are. So you'll go ahead and watch that. As soon as you're done with that, turn around, go out the canyon, and then go ahead and make a right. And again, just keep on walking. Then a short while after that, you're going to come across this interactive cutscene where the goal is to walk into each of these, I don't know, gargoyle, demon type creatures and knock them over. All you have to do is bump into them. You'll end up knocking them over. Once every one of them have been knocked over, you'll be basically put back out there to walk some more. Alright, so we're approaching the end of the game. So you'll end up getting to this area as you approach the edge of this cliff where your camera kind of zooms in on this bird. It kind of follows it. And then you'll be heading into that same village that you started at the beginning of the game. So you're going to want to walk down the path, go ahead and go down these rocks, and go to that first house that's at the very front. The very first house that you had stopped at when you first started getting into this village. Now after that crazy cutscene type thing, you're going to want to go ahead and look for this gargoyle. You're going to want to interact with it. It'll go down, and what it's going to do is it's going to open this passage into, I think it's called a tomb. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, it's sort of like a cave, but I think it's a tomb area. So you're going to go in there. You're going to end up finding another cutscene. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip the cutscene. If you want to know the story, you'll have to watch that for yourself. But basically, as soon as that's done, the credits are going to roll. You're going to want to go ahead and sit through all the credits. Go ahead and watch them all, because after that, you'll be put back in this tomb to continue your journey to getting that last achievement and your full 1000 gamer score. So now you're going to want to go ahead and continue your path through this tomb. And as soon as you get to this split, you're going to want to continue down the path of this tomb, and as soon as you come up to this four-way split, you're going to want to go to the right. Now on the right, go to the table, go ahead and get the lockpick, then turn directly around, and you're going to want to go and approach that door, and you're going to want to go ahead and unlock it. This is what you're going to get the last achievement for doing. Now I can't explain to you exactly how to unlock it because it does change, so it's kind of a mini game. I mean, if you played games like Dying Light 2, you would know exactly what you're doing. Obviously, there's other games like this, so hopefully you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. If not, you can kind of see sort of what I'm doing here on screen. But I kind of move the left stick to move that top pick, and then the right one turns it. And so all you got to do is find an area where you're able to turn it all the way, and that will unlock that door. Then you go ahead and interact with it to go right on through. As soon as you're into this area, this is basically going to pop that last achievement, and you're done with this game. So hopefully you enjoyed the game. I mean, overall, it has a creepy but good story to it. I mean, this developer is a good storyteller. And so I got all 12 achievements, all 1000 gamer score. I hope this helped you. I mean, I could have made the 2-hour video, but I didn't want to do that to you. Here, I condense it down into less than 15 minutes. Until next time, Assassinator out.